Hello gamers, this is GamerX923 here. Sorry for the cracking. Also, I don't even know why I said GamerX923. It's GamerX. I'm all kinds of weird. Anywho, so today, I'm gonna try to make this video a little short because it's not a ton to go over, but it is very interesting. And I do want to go over it because I've done a couple Save the World videos on my channel, and the last one I did actually did pretty well, so you guys seem to enjoy Save the World content, so I'm just gonna keep doing it whenever I feel like it, and I'm not gonna get into it too much. Again, it's been like 20 years since I uploaded it and whatnot, but yeah, we're not gonna get into that because I talk about that for like 20 minutes, excuse me, every video, so we're not even gonna talk about that. All I need to know is I just record whenever I feel like it, and right now I feel like recording, so here we are. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the newest update that came to Fortnite. Had a lot of stuff for Battle Royale, had a lot of stuff for Save the World, had a lot of cosmetics in it and whatnot. Battle Royale got the flint pistol back. Some of the leak skins look pretty cool. But that's not what we're focusing on. I do play Battle Royale, but we're mainly focusing on Save the World in this video. So let's just scroll down and read this. So, home base status report for the 16th of February 2021. I'm not going to go over this stuff too much because the more important stuff is further down that I want to go over. So we'll just quickly go over this though. So Dashing Hawk and the Love Song Bow are going to be available on the 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And on the 27th, there's going to be a new quest line to unlock, looks like Major Oswald. And the most important thing, quality of life and crowd control changes that were made. So, you know, here's Dashing Hawk. I think he's okay. I don't remember too much about him, but I don't think he's amazing. And then the Love Song is a decent bow, but it's not anything crazy. War Games. So they changed Extraterrestrial Rio's perk. It now increases energy damage by 20% while shields are at least 50% full, or 60%. That's good. For any weapon that uses energy, that's good. I'm glad they changed that, made her more useful. Again, I'm not a huge on what's good and what's not good in Save the World, because, like, as you know, they kind of killed it off, like, almost a year ago at this point. Well, maybe not. Probably close-ish to a year. Maybe give it like 8. We're probably on like 8 months. And they like didn't kill it, but basically killed it. Like they were gonna recycle content constantly. They were gonna release new content less frequently, and when they weren't releasing new content like at all. And then, like, at some point, new cosmetics aren't going to work, Save the World, and the story is complete even though it's not. So, like, basically they killed the game and said that we were done. However, that's besides the point. I'll get into more later. Alright, so this is where we start getting into the good stuff. So the nurse husks no longer stack their healing powers. So before, what it used to be is if there was one husk and he had like 10 nurses around him, he'd be getting 10 times the buff. But if there's 10 nurses around one husk, he's only getting 1 of their buffs. Which, I don't know if that was like super required or super needed, but I mean, it's a nice improvement, I guess. I haven't really noticed them being too much of a pain, though, so I don't know. higher levels of 20 piece, the Husks, I can't talk, seem to be dealing less damage to our structures with their attacks, bombs, projectiles, and every other thing decided throughout your base. So in higher levels of twine, your builds take less damage. That's good, obviously. And finally, reports are showing that crowd control effects aren't quite as potent. So you will only be able to keep them control for the first 5 effects before they become immune. This applies to stuns, knockbacks, freezes, turret traps, and all that jazz that makes us, so yeah, the dance ones as well. Like for us, commanders packing some serious firepower, should be able to control them long enough. So basically, you can't infinitely keep Husks alive anymore. So I think they were called jail builds. You can't do those anymore. Because after the 5th stun, knockback, freeze, turret trap, dance, whatever, they will become immune to it. For normal builds, that doesn't seem to be a problem. This seems to be them doing jail. I don't have personally an opinion on it. I mean, if you did want to do it, I didn't have a problem with it. I never personally did it because I just didn't know how to do it and I didn't care to learn. But obviously now you're not going to be able to do it, so, I mean, I don't have a problem with them doing this, but I'm sure people who do jail builds do. But, it's besides the point. Is this the meat and potatoes? I think this is. Yeah, so this is the meat and potatoes, I think. Well, one of the meat and potatoes, anyway. So crafting higher tier traps no longer requires increased resources when crafting. This means that legendary items will not cost the same as commons. This is good, because this will save on a lot of resources. So like all of the... So there's no reason to keep lower tier traps, because before there was a point because you would save resources. Now since they're all the same, you basically just go legendary with everything, and then that's the end of it. That's good though. That is really good. Saves on a lot of crafting materials and makes things a little bit easier. This change will also provide us with some higher level materials while exploring in twine, especially higher power levels. Those sweet 5-star materials will be found more often, while 4 stars drop less often. This also means more quartz and crystals all around. This is also very good. I am fairly now again, I didn't... It's when they said that the game was dead, basically. Again, they didn't say it, but they basically said it. I kind of stopped playing. I only did the V-Butt missions and like some stuff here and there, but I really never like actually just played the game to get like stuff done and whatnot. I just did the V-Butt missions and that was the end of it. So I am low on stuff, but that's probably because, again, I haven't really been playing it. But now it's even easier to get 5-star crafting materials along with quartz and crystals, which is, again, very, very good. Finally, I've done some scavenging on my own and picked up those low rarity weapons and traps in the top end of Twine Peaks. Who needs them at that level anyway? Less commons means more rares. Thank you so much. Most people will not use the high-end traps that they get anyways, but, I mean, like they say right here, who needs them at that level? So, at least you can recycle them and get better materials for them. And finally, common weapon and trap drops will be phased out in early canny, uncommon in early twine, and rare in mid twine. As they are phased out, the rate of higher rarity weapons and traps will increase. Don't need them, break them down and get those sweet high tier materials. Music to my ears. Yeah, like they said right here, was perfect for that. And then one of the, I'd say like commons being the same as legendaries, and then the Husks doing less damage to builds are very good, but this is huge. We've had some changes in the research and development and discovered some new inventory efficiencies. With these advancements, crafting ingredients now stack up to 999 rather than 200. That is big. That is huge. You can now carry so much more of everything for less room. Like, again, so you were able to carry 200 before. Then it's 4 stacks to even equal 800. Whereas this is 999. So that's 4 almost, I mean, basically 5 stacks worth of stuff, but in 1 stack. That is huge. So not only are things going to be cheaper to make, and things are going to be easier to farm, but you can also hold more. Like, this is, listen, this is huge. This is actual, really good and important and impactful quality of life changes. Like, yeah, there's some stuff in here that maybe people don't care about as much. Like, you know, again, nurses, I'm not sure, but maybe that could fall under that. And, like, this people probably don't like. And then, like, the higher end weapons, people don't use them anyways, they just use their own. But, like, having materials be easier, having commons and legendaries all the way through be the same to craft and require the same amount of materials, you know, Husks doing less damage at the higher end of Twine Peaks against builds, loot, no rare stuff after mid-twine, only epic and legendary, stuff being able to, like, that's really, really meaningful changes. And then to go over, like, Director Riggs is apparently getting a thing. What does he do? Warcore snares enemies, additionally affected enemies take. That seems solid. And then we're getting a new character, which is cool. Fallen Love Ragers come back, more war games, this stuff, and all that. This is big. You know, this might actually make me want to play Save the World again. Because the fact that they are, now again, it took them 8 months after saying all that to actually do something good to the game, at least from what I saw. I'm sure there was some things here and there, but this is huge. So yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to go over. There was a Reddit post made by Magist. I think Fire Monkey tweeted it out. If I can find it. Let me scroll real quick, see if I can find it. Real quick. Yeah, so there's this other thing I saw where someone posted about why don't rescue the survivor missions end when you risk all survivors. Well, Magis posted and said they have a few quality of life changes they were looking into, and this is definitely on the radar for sure. And as you can see, that is true because they added all this in. So the reason I made this video was because I thought this was important. I know there's not a ton of people who do save the world anymore because of what happened around 8 months ago. This is for people who do play though, and don't really, or people who still kind of play but don't, or people who want to play but because of what happened they don't want to, like, regardless of who you are, this is a very positive change, and this is something that I hope they continue with. Like, I hope if every update we get, or at least every few updates we get from Save the World are like this, that is huge. Because again, the most important thing is making the game fun, and since the game actually costs money, we need some very big and important quality of life changes. Obviously, there's still a lot that they need to do. Like they said, survivor missions is definitely one of them, and then some other missions as well, but this is a start, and this is a very important start. So, good job, Save the World team. I'm very happy with this. Hopefully, they continue to do this with updates in the future. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I might actually start with things like the world again. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little news update video. I wanted it to be short, but it's probably like 10 to 20 minutes long, so, you know, good job me. But yeah. Like I said in the beginning, you know, it has been like 8 months, 9 months since I uploaded. I just upload whenever I feel like it at this point. I mainly stream. If you want to watch my streams, get over to my Twitch channel. I will have it linked at the top of the description. I will also have Firemonkey's Twitter, and this epicgames.com/Fortnite, all news stuff linked in the description as well. Shout out to Firemonkey for this little thing, and shout out to Fortnite for the news website stuff. Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and if you really want to, you can subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of any future uploads. God, I'm so used to streaming that I almost said like streams and whatnot. If you want to see more from me, you can head to my Twitch. Again, I will have it linked at the top of the description. And yeah, good job, Save the World. Very happy with this. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep doing stuff like this. And as always, remember, game on.